Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Sunday, September 27th, 2015, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, first off, I want to thank everybody for liking these videos, for sharing them on your social networks, for subscribing to this channel, for commenting. I really appreciate all of your support. So today is Sunday, and what that means is we begin working with a new deck for the coming week. And since we're kind of entering into the fall season, the October season, I thought, the Halloween Samhain season, I thought I'd use a deck kind of in tune with the season. And it's a brand new deck that was just released not that long ago, and I snatched up a copy right away. And it is called the Green Witch Tarot, created by Moura, where the cards are illustrated by Kiri, Ostergaard, Leonard. And it's a beautiful, beautifully illustrated deck. And I really haven't used it much, just thumbing through it, looking at the images, browsing through the guidebook. But what I've seen so far, I really like it. So this is going to be new for me as well. So I hope you enjoy our work with it in the coming week. So for a daily draw, the 3 cards drawn randomly from the deck today using the Green Witch Tarot were the Queen of Athames, the 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So we have 2 queens in our draw today, suggesting a day of discovering and or using your personal power. So the first card in our draw is the Queen of Athames, the Waite-Smith equivalent of the Queen of Swords. Now we see her here methodically and carefully trimming flowers, an expression on her face that looks as though her mind might be somewhere else. Which very well may be the case, given that the suit of Athames is about thought, intellect, and logic. She might be coming up with a plan in her head for her next course of action, or perhaps she's even planning out her future and working on ways to ensure her success. Because that is what we often have to do. Plan. As the saying goes, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. And that's the key to success or failure for many of us, whether we take the time to plan. Now, this queen not only is taking her time trimming the flowers, but she also has an entire set of knives in front of her. She's using all of the tools available to her, all of the things that she has at her disposal, as we must too when we're working on achieving our goals. Now, a bit of positive thinking also goes a long way here, as illustrated by our second card, the 6 of Wands, a card signifying victory and success, as well as recognition by others. Now, when I looked at this card next to the Queen of Athames, I thought, focus and creative visualization are what lead to success. And it's a common belief that if you envision yourself succeeding, yourself at the finish line and see it so clearly that you can almost feel it and want it, then you have more of a chance of attaining success. This could very well be what the queen in our first card is doing, mapping out her plan and visualizing her success. Now, it might be worth mentioning here that not everyone in the 6 of Wands card is cheering our fellow on horseback. In fact, a couple people don't look at all enthused, which is often the case. When we find ourselves succeeding, those left behind will not most likely be among your cheering section. So I think it's important here not to let the naysayers and those who are jealous of you distract you. Use that Queen of Swords or Athames like focus and keep plowing forward. So where does this all lead? Well, to our powerful and energetic Queen of Wands, the last card in our draw today. I often associate this card, or this queen, I should say, with a self-assured business person or a powerful CEO. She's somebody who's often larger than life and is the one in control, the one that people tend to turn to. Now, this might point out to opportunities for advancement for some of you, perhaps even in a leadership role. Now, In the Queen of Wands card, the wand in her hand speaks to me of the ability to wield and channel power, which may be what the new week has in store for you. Opportunities to do just that. But mostly I'm getting here the idea that focused intent will allow us to keep control and continue moving forward towards our goals. So let's use that ambition and energy, remain focused on what we want to do, what we want to accomplish, and not let the whiners and Debbie Downers hold us back. So the message for these 3 cards today is: lack of time is usually not the problem, but a lack of focus. Always look towards the front windshield and not to the rearview mirror. So today's advice card comes from the Symbolon deck, and the card drawn randomly from the pack was the Partner. So I like this card, especially in light of today's reading with our 2 queens. Now this card doesn't necessarily mean that you should take out a partnership, though if that's something that's possible for you, then it might be worth consideration. But rather, I see this as a card of balance, of pairing that intellectual, analytical side of us with the passionate, energetic, and controlling side of us. Pairing the intellectual with the ambitious and creative side, we have more chance of making real our dreams and ambitions. So as you enter into your work week this week, pull in all those different aspects of yourself to result not only in harmony, but also in triumph. And that's it for today. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you click the like button below. And visit my website at tarot-dude.com, where you can find all my contact information. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.